Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
Good day, everybody.
Hey.
We like to start the show with a song that symbolizes the last week, and this got a little difficult and to find something, but I hope you can kind of figure out where I was going with this.
Okay.
I'll even give you a hint. Okay. Prince and Kendrick Lamar. What's my name? Live from Paisley Park, Minnesota.
Oh. What's my name from Minnesota? So, does this have something to do with the Kamala's vice presidential pick?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I figured it out.
Yeah.
All right. I've never seen this before, though. It's kind of cool.
I haven't either. I was trying to find a Prince song from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can watch all of his jam. I mean, Jesus.
It's pretty. He's got a long one. You know, too, it could be. I know you didn't mean it this way, but have you noticed that Trump is refusing to say Kamala's name correctly or type it correctly when he screams on Truth Social?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he's calling her Kama Blah on Truth Social, and then it's always Kamala when he's out in public.
Did you hear what he called her to the New York Times today?
No, what'd he call her?
The B word.
Oh.
We say that word all the time, right?
Well, not
but
about
I don't
her.
want to say it.
He called her a B?
Yep.
I saw a little video of him at a golf club, and he was calling her an effing bee.
Oh, wow.
So that one's relatively old. I'm saying old, but like almost right after she became the candidate.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard this one where
I guess he told the New York Times that.
Wow.
What are we watching here?
This
Is that Kendrick?
Kendrick and Prince in Minnesota. Why did I pick this?
Because of, how does he pronounce it? Kamababla?
See, that could be another reason, but the first reason, Minnesota boogie. Think about Minnesota and who's from Minnesota.
Walls?
Yes.
No, that's what I was trying to get at.
Oh.
Her announcement.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Of him as her running mate.
Yeah.
And we were talking about him. Isn't it weird? He's been around for less than a week.
That's.
I mean,
crazy.
he's been around for a long time, but
Yeah.
we were just talking about like he's been on the scene forever, right? God,
Where have I been that I've never heard of Kendrick Lamar and Prince collabing, though? This is amazing.
I didn't know it existed.
do you think that Kendrick Lamar and Prince are geniuses? Or I'll just make it simple: are good at music?
Are good at music.
I definitely think Prince is.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar is good at music?
Oh, is he good? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Genius, and maybe I'll slow down a little
Okay.
bit. But I love that. I love that song where he, it's like a top hit, and he's always doing is making fun of Drake.
Oh, yeah. They not like us.
Now they not like us, or they're is it supposed to, you know what I mean? Is it supposed to be they're not like us, or they don't like us? I know it's slang either way.
Oh, no. They're not like us. They are not like us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was fun. We lost it. We've lost it. We've lost it.
Do we not have Texter today?
So that was Kendrick Lamar and Prince with What's My Name? This is Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie without the texture.
Oh, damn.
Oh, look at that.
And infrequently featuring Gabe. What's the word? Not frequently enough featuring Gabe.
Yeah. Gabe was good.
I didn't even. He left. I started packing all this stuff up,
Yeah.
just throwing it out in the dumpster.
Yeah,
And it was completely. I cleaned everything out, and then I thought, oh shit! And then so this morning I had to go put everything back.
Oh my
Yep.
God, you've been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show could suck.
Oh.
Sans Gabe.
Oh, I got to read the rest of this stuff. See,
Oh, yeah.
I'm Gabeless. And I'm Paul. This is a show where we review the most important things from the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop program to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Let's listen to us. Let's listen to us. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. Thanks for listening to us online at kctkradio.com or Facebook Live, KCTK Radio page. It's easier to use the KCTK Radio smartphone app while it lasts. Okay?
Oh.
If you don't have it, download it right now. It's free while that lasts. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. Coming up, we have weekly news quiz, pop culture update, credible special feature, headlines and predictions, plus much, much more. And no, the texter is not. He is not with us today.
Book club?
What's the story?
I don't know. He makes me worry when I don't hear from him.
Oh, so there was no text or anything.
No, and then last time this happened, I text of text.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that what it would be?
Yeah.
And she informed me he was okay, but
Okay. And we are not on Facebook, it appears. Is that an
let's
issue?
get on Facebook real quick.
Okay. By the way, I haven't been doing good keeping up with the
Okay.
Facebook comments.
Okay, here we go.
Do your
We're
job.
almost
Chris.
on Facebook, right? Ready? Ready?
Oh, that's
Yeah, that was a
was
good,
good.
really.
That was
awesome.
the best segment we've ever had.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us on the Facebook Live or KCTK Radio smartphone app. If you don't have it, download it right now. See, this is why those of you on Facebook, that's why you need to download the KCTK Radio app.
it's free.
But don't worry, folks. We still don't know what's going on. Chris, what's going on with you?
Oh man. So yeah, I had a week, I guess. First of all, let me say this. We talked about my prednisone last week. I'm still on it. It's like a 15-day course. It sucks.
Oh,
And
man.
it's a tablet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pills.
Okay.
I did 5 days of 60 milligrams. Now I'm in the middle of 5 days of 40 milligrams and 5 days of 20.
I had to be reminded. Should you remind everybody why you're taking it?
Oh, yeah, thank you. My ear was all jacked up, ringing really loudly. I couldn't hear very well, and so I went to the ear doctor, and they said it's the nerve in my left ear, and so the prednisone's supposed to kick it out. And when the lady told me, we got to put you on prednisone, she's like, and I am so sorry. And I'm like, well, why are you sorry? Because prednisone sucks. Yeah, it makes you gain weight, and I'm hungry all the time, but nothing tastes good, but I eat stuff
You
anyway.
do it? Go ahead. It killed last week. Go for it.
What?
Makes you depressed and it makes you eat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Oh, it's a pill that turns you into Paul.
Hey!
I mean, why not?
Sorry.
I mean, why not, right?
Sorry.
Why not?
It was there.
It killed.
Hey.
Low hanging fruit.
If the XXXL shirt fits.
See?
Yeah, I don't know.
A small one?
So I have just been out of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And like last night I was supposed to go out with you and your brothers and go have fun, and I just couldn't even do it.
For once in your life.
No, so anyway, that just sucks, but I've been dealing with that. I did do a couple of things this week. Went to dinner with Molly on Thursday. Jane and I went out, had some Mexican food, and then we went to Andy's frozen custard because I'm hungry all the time. And
Wow. I went to Andy's Custard.
Uh-huh.
I went there Friday night.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But then I felt terrible.
What do you get
afterwards.
there?
Well, I used to get this blackberry waffle cone jackhammer.
The berry,
was so good.
the berry was raspberry, and then all of a sudden it became a blackberry.
Black. It became blackberry.
It became
It became a
blackberry.
black. It was blue.
I don't think
Now
there's anything
it's-
wrong
now
with
it's
either
black.
one of them, but it became black.
But you don't respect either of them.
Yeah. He respects both.
yes.
And then I went and saw a movie by myself this week. And maybe that plays into the whole being down thing. I don't know. But I do like seeing movies.
You guys do that.
alone.
Both of you guys do that.
Yeah.
I've never.
I
I don't
love
think
it.
I've ever done that unless I think when I was traveling one time I did that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love doing it. So I went and saw Trap. And let me just say, I hate to do this because they might want to sponsor us sometime, but I went to the Lee Summit B&B 16.
Oh yeah,
Same way we
B&B.
went to.
Really? It was the most disgusting, dirty. Did you notice?
I used to like going there.
Absolutely. The small Lee Summit is the good one.
That's
now.
what I hear. The small.
Oh, it's awesome. But
Okay.
the old one off of, is it Douglas and Colburn?
It's, yeah, Douglas.
I got pissed. Like Whitney had to tell me to chill out because we ordered online.
Mm-hmm.
We got the QR code, and we still had to stand in line.
Yes.
I was livid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That
sorry.
happened to me at the Five Guys yesterday.
What?
Order online
Oh.
and still wait.
I don't get it.
And then you look online and they're like, your order's ready. No, it isn't.
They lied.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Pisses me.
So I was under. It was just dirty and it was very janky. Just. Then I
You're
go.
like, was this the Brywood?
Yes, it was like the old Brywood.
Oh man, I remember. Oh man, I remember the Briarwood.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So then I go in, and the sound in the theater I was in was just terrible. And I know my ears jacked up, but
Yeah, G-jacked.
it was so quiet. There was like no boost or depth or anything to it. So all of that may have influenced me to go, this movie is just not good.
Yeah. What do
So-
you think of it? I know we're getting into this, but it's
yeah.
a movie that I've wanted to see.
I liked it.
Okay.
I think I know there's a certain percentage of that is because I'm a huge M. Night fan. So
Okay.
he could grab somebody by the pussy and I'd still watch his movies.
Yeah. He could shoot someone in
He
the
could
middle.
shoot.
Yeah.
He could shoot someone in the middle of town square, and I'd.
M. Night was a white, and then he became an Indian.
Then he
Was-
became Indian. I
is
think
he
he's Indian.
Indian?
I'm not sure. That was racist.
He's a director.
There we go. Yeah.
Anyway, but there were and not to ruin anything.
No, ruin. Well,
there were
don't ruin for our listeners.
Yeah, I won't ruin it for. There were just some parts that it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like why? Why would you? Why didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what made it. I love the overall plot,
Yeah.
but yeah,
The plot I thought was cool. It was.
it's based on a real story.
Is it really?
I don't think it was to that degree, but like the whole
Oh wow.
trap thing is
Mm-hmm.
based on a true story.
So I did not know that. That may have helped. And I, like I said, I did like I liked the story. I just felt like the execution wasn't there. Some of the
Yeah.
acting,
His daughter's acting was horrible.
it was terrible. Terrible.
I
Yes.
feel like one, there was a little nepotism. He just wanted to get his. Which hey, I don't know if I blame him for that, to be
Yeah.
honest, because others have done
Wait,
it.
you mean the his M. Night Shyamalama's daughter plays the pop star in it?
Yes,
Lady
Her.
Raven.
Her acting is bad, not the little girl. who's the
correct.
daughter.
Her
Okay.
acting was bad.
Yeah.
I think the secondary goal was to probably get her name out there as an artist because she wrote and performed. Her songs were actually really great.
Oh, those are her songs that she did?
She actually wrote those
Okay.
and performed them, so that's really her voice.
Okay.
She literally wrote those songs.
Well, she did good with that.
I feel like that was probably the purpose of her being in it because her
okay.
acting was. I
Yeah.
mean, M. Night knows what he's doing. I know he was like, "Oh, baby, you suck, but we're gonna launch your music career
Yeah.
through this." That's
Yeah.
what I feel like. happened.
Okay.
So the first movie he came out with that people knew about was The Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
right? And I did not want to go see that movie. And then my friend Chris told me the ending of it because I like to know what's going
Yeah,
on.
it's not that I was trying to ruin it. You were
Yes.
like, please tell me I'm not going to go see it unless I
Yes.
know what the twist
Oh,
is.
and
no.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
So will you tell me later off the air?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may want to go see this.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing, isn't it?
It
that
is.
as weird as the hamburger thing?
Oh
Or
my
the
god!
shoes?
Speaking of which, all right. Since you brought it up, Chris,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your.
No,
Oh,
no.
boy.
I found out this week my wife is apparently a fucking sociopath.
Okay.
Oh.
We're making sandwiches, and she cuts the sandwich, Now, Chris, if you and I were making sandwiches and I say, hey, Chris, can you cut them? How would you cut it?
Like in half, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you cut it, though?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't. I'd probably go diagonal.
I would go diagonal too.
Most sane people would go
Yeah,
diagonal.
because it's just kind of you're presenting it better.
Yeah.
She cuts it down the middle in the rectangles. Who does?
I tell you, who
What
does that?
psychopath does that?
My father, who would,
Psychopath, you're about to marry.
yeah, my father who would make peanut butter and butter sandwiches for me and then cut it down the middle.
Oh wow.
Oh, man, that's a lot of...
Now people
Peanut
do
butter
like
and
that,
butter.
but when you're used to mom's nice, and
Yeah.
you think you're eating jelly and you eat
Oh
butter.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
it wasn't
that's
butter. I'm sorry, it was margarine.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oleo.
Was she just trying to get it done or something, or what?
No, that's how she cuts her sandwiches. Who?
You got it.
I got to do something about
Yeah,
this.
you got to
I'm
talk
gonna
to someone.
I'm gonna put on one sock and then my shoe and then the other sock and then my shoe and go talk to her. About it.
Soon as I get out of the shower from turning off the water, soaping down, and then turning the water back on,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a conversation about it.
This is for her.
When it gets to a point where somebody is that shit, I start to feel sorry for him.
So there you go.
Yes. Oh, and shout out to my wife. Speaking of wives,
Oh yeah. Here
I
we
was
go.
down yesterday. I didn't even go to the Bruno Mars, Michael Jackson impersonator concert, and she made me she made me a delicious pasta feast, and I just gorged myself, and then sat on the couch and watched the rest of the receiver
pasta,
show.
maybe
You
the
did that
pasta
last
started
weekend.
this.
I know, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Maybe the pasta is the problem, not the medicine.
Maybe it is the pasta. Well, but I was depressed before. I actually feel a little better this morning than I did last night. But
Okay.
I had a lot of pasta, and then she made popcorn on the stove, and oh my god, I had so much popcorn. And we've started. Here's a pro tip: if you're having popcorn at home, don't salt it. Put tahini on it. Oh man, tahini on popcorn is good.
Now, see, I don't salt it at all anyway. My wife
Oh.
wants salt, so we have to do two different. It's a whole thing.
We put tahini on cucumbers and watermelon.
Oh, we put some on pineapple a while back, and that
God,
was
see
really
that.
good.
You know what would be
Yeah.
awesome? It's if you put tahini on a Cheeto.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, it's a movie I saw.
Shit.
All right, I got nothing else. That's it. Just
Boogie, you had a week, and it's been a. I mean, I know what you've been doing all week.
Yeah, what is that?
Here, let's just do a role play.
Okay.
Hey, Boogie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, Gabe was so good on the podcast. He's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he's like so much funnier than you guys and more handsome and skillful and stuff.
Yeah, that was my week.
And that was just your wife.
Yeah, that's right. What's up, suckers?
Yay.
See how I did that?
yeah.
Yeah, so we two went to see Trap. Already talked about that.
Speaking of Trap, how's the wedding planning going?
It's
Get it, everybody?
it's going good.
Okay.
It's going good.
Except for the sandwich.
Except for the sandwich. Ooh man, that might be a deal breaker.
Yeah, red flag.
Joseph got his first little ticket driving.
oh,
Little shit got caught doing 80 in a 55.
oh, God.
Where was he?
71 highway.
Does he have to go to traffic school for that?
So far, knows.
Okay.
$200 ticket.
Oh.
He called me during the midst of it and put me on speakerphone, so he was like freaking out and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He was being very respectful. The cop was super nice.
Good,
Still gave him a
good.
ticket, but the cop
Yeah.
was super nice. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
No,
Gabe.
No, wait a minute, though.
Oh.
We got to do this real quick.
This segment brought to you by the law offices of Phil Lavoda, LLC, your hometown law firm with the national reputation for success. www.phillavoda.com.
Did you go to them?
We haven't, but
Okay.
keep that queued up.
Okay.
Joseph got his first ticket.
Okay.
2 days later, Gabe had his first fender bender.
Oh, no.
This segment brought to you by the law offices of Phil Lavoda, LLC, your hometown law firm with the national
Okay.
reputation for
Yeah, so it was a bad week for kids and cars.
Oh,
Who had the
man.
fender bender again?
Gabe,
Okay. What kind of car?
his car,
Yeah.
Honda Accord.
Okay. Did you get him a car? You and Whitney get him a car, or his dad, or
Whitney did.
okay? I have this theory that they're gonna get in a wreck, and if you get them a car, let's not splurge too much when they're in high school. All right.
That makes sense.
I see people who like get nice cars for their kids, and I'm like, they're gonna wreck it. Your hope is that they get in a fender bender,
Yes, versus something bad.
but they are going to get into something.
Yeah.
So you can't be too mad at them. But I sure hope you act like you were. This is irresponsible.
I didn't, neither did she, and she truly wasn't. And the reason why was he was extremely remorseful. He felt bad. He took full accountability for his part of it. And so, like, he immediately recognized what he did wrong and just
Wow,
a really good kid. And so,
Wow.
that is a lot of.
it's almost like you couldn't come down on him.
That's a lot of maturity and growth for a kid who grew up with half sandwiches cut the right
I know. He's probably going to murder somebody later, but
Right.
Was it his fault or? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
he was just rushing and
Sure.
Yeah.
made a bad move.
Damn it, Gabe.
On the flip side, still sticking on Gabe, he got his second offer this week.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So he was excited. And I was,
Can you say where?
yes, it was Simpson College, which is up in Areola, Iowa.
Areola.
Maybe I pronounced that wrong.
Yeah. I like to go to Areola. It's up in Iowa.
I'm pretty sure it's Areola, Iowa, which is
Yeah.
about 30 minutes away from Des Moines.
That's awesome.
Nice. Go,
So,
Gabe.
yep.
The Fighting Barts, what are they?
I can't
OJs?
remember. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, Chris.
The OJ. I'm sorry.
Simpsons.
I'm
yeah.
depressed.
Okay.
You can't come up with it. Nadia went to Alaska to
What?
hang out with her boyfriend. She missed her flight. She missed her first flight.
She missed it.
Yeah.
She oversleep. What happened?
She thought she was there on time, but then she literally missed. The plane was still there, but she missed her like check-in by literally 1 minute, and the lady would not budge.
Oh man.
So she was nice enough to just push her back to the next day with no penalty or anything.
Okay.
So that was cool. And
Nice
yeah,
enough
I think that was
after
about
she's
it.
a bitch to her.
Man.
That was about it. That's all I got.
Your kids are all traveling and
I know.
wrecking cars,
cars.
getting tickets and stuff.
Being Dukes of Hazzard and shit.
Yeah.
My kids are just Dukes of Hazzard in it.
God, yeah.
God.
Bo,
What about
Luke,
Jack
and
Jack?
Daisy.
Jack doing
Jack,
make any minor life thing that happens to everybody.
he's about to start school this semester up at JCCC, and he got a new car.
Okay, so it's a big week for him. He's number one kid now.
Yeah,
This week.
he
yeah.
got a new car.
And
He's
I
starting
just-
school, and he got a new job.
I
Oh,
assume,
wow.
I assume you do like the Dance Mom thing where they rank them every week.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this week, Jack
So
is
they
number
know.
one. Yeah. So Gabe had a wreck. Joe got a ticket. Nadia missed her plane.
Yeah.
Jack's number one.
And he got a new job.
Got a new job. Yeah. He got a new job, starting school, and got a new car. So
Man,
he's,
things are
he's having.
happening.
That's
Jack
exciting because
Jack.
Nadia's been up there a while.
She has me.
Yeah.
She kind of stays on top. By
But
default.
still. Yeah. Guys, a lot of people are wondering what's going on with the Texter and
Heck yeah.
what's he been doing, and we don't know. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Sad.
I'm a tornado, maybe.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be a
They
tornado.
seem to favor him.
Yeah.
So let me just go into my week.
Yeah.
Man, I have had this cold drainage, just junk for over a week.
Gross.
And then finally,
What are you, Noah Lyles?
huh?
That was a bad joke. I said, who are you, Noah Lyles?
What'd you call me? I don't know. And so I went to the doctor.
Oh wow, this is serious.
The doctor's not available. I had to go see the physician assistant. Mm-hmm. And the physician assistant's the same office, but she's looking at my chart and coming up with all kinds of ideas for me. Because I take a high blood pressure medicine
Oh,
as well.
okay.
She's got some other ideas on what I should be doing for that.
Oh, really?
And everything. I'm like, I've already talked to the doctor about all this.
Mm-hmm.
Then she looked at my ear, Chris.
Yeah.
And I text you about this because you're the ear expert.
Yeah.
There was blood and pus in there. Is that good?
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had
or
ear-
appetizing.
I've had ear drops.
Yeah. So I'm taking pills for my ear, and you're taking drops for yours.
So she listened to my lungs, and she's like, "Oh, your lungs are fine. You have we'll give you an antibiotic for your cold stuff, and let's look, check out your ears." Goes to the left. Oh, okay. Goes to the right. Oh my! Oh, there's blood and pus in there.
Wow.
So that's been fun. Eardrops stink
Yeah, they're no good.
because when are you supposed to do it?
I know.
Excuse me, I'm at work.
That's what I do in between meetings. I'll put my eardrops in and just
How
tilt
long do
my
you
dumb
wait?
head to the side. I try to wait about 2-3 minutes, and then
Okay.
I put a cotton ball in, and then I'll get up and then go the opposite way.
Oh, I just did one ear.
Yeah.
I'm a one-holer.
Yeah, I'm a two-holer.
Are you?
I'm a two-hole
Nice.
guy. You know that.
That's awesome. Boy. And so I've been kind of, in fact, last weekend, except for this fine program, I just slept the whole time. So I was ready to do something.
Yeah.
And so we had fun yesterday. Actually, it was a big fun night for me on Friday because I stayed at home while my wife went out to see the new Blake Lively movie. Now, are your ofs wanting to see that?
I didn't even know there was a new
didn't
Blake
either.
Lively movie.
It's funny because, as we know, Blake Lively is famously married to Ryan Reynolds.
Correct.
So every guy I know is like, we go see Deadpool. And every female is like, we go see the Blake Lively movie.
What's it about?
Women things.
Oh, she's not a superhero?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Not interested.
So I got to stay home. So that was fun.
That does sound fun.
But I did go to Andy's custard.
What'd you get there?
I get the Nutty Waffle Crunch, but I had a banana.
Oh, okay. Nutty Waffle Crunch.
Yeah.
Okay, is it nuts and waffle cone?
It is.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
I go with the snow monster.
Snow monster.
What's the snow monster?
It's I think it's vanilla. It's vanilla and chocolate fudge and cherries.
Ooh.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
normally add nuts and like pineapple.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
It's a fruity wonderland.
That's awesome.
I love fruit in my custard.
Now, did you learn about Andy's taking your kids MU?
No,
Oh,
no.
that's where I guess they're from.
Oh, they started
that part
it-
of the state, and
No, when the kids were in like junior high and high school, they would want to go to Andy's. There was only one on 7 Highway in Blue Springs
I guess that's
back
been
then.
there a long time too.
Yeah.
So okay, so yesterday, fun-filled day.
Yeah.
Went to Pier Points for brunch
Oh.
with my lovely wife and my lovely daughters,
Nice.
and then I had steak and eggs at Pier. It was so
That sounds like a great brunch.
yeah. And it
High
was-
protein.
Have you ever been to Pier Points? Pier
Pierpont's?
Pierpont?
Pier Ponts. Thank you very much. I kept saying it wrong yesterday too. Believe it or not,
No.
it is a fancy place.
It is.
And you know how I like fancy breakfast.
You love a gentleman's breakfast
Yes.
like no one I've ever known.
I loved it. I got myself a Bloody Mary just to enjoy. Then we went and saw the Disney Experience, which is like a thing at the Union Station about the 100-year history of the Disney.
Oh,
I
nice.
saw that on Nancy's Graham feed.
Yeah.
The Graham.
Down to the Grams.
The kids call
Wow, you're lit.
it. I'm
Wait.
buzzing. I'm
Buzzing.
I'm
You're
buzzing.
yeah, you're buzzing.
But that's not the end of the day.
There's more?
Yeah, there was more in one day.
Jeez.
Went down to the Knuckleheads and saw Jam,
Yeah.
which stands for Jackson and Mars, and this band with a guy who looks like Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars, depending on his outfit.
First he was Bruno Mars, then he went black, and then white somehow, and then kind of black, and he became Michael Jackson.
I kept saying that joke about Michael Jackson. First he was black, and then he decided to go
See?
white, and only. I kept making lots of funny jokes, but no one would laugh. And that's where Chris. I was kind of mad that Chris.
Yeah,
wasn't
sorry.
There.
Sorry I was all depressed and backed out on you, man.
When they would play a Michael Jackson song, I'd yell, "Yeah, Bruno, wow!" And people like look at me like that's not, and then vice versa. So that was a lot of fun.
Did the fact that no one was laughing stop you from doing
No,
that? Okay.
it didn't. It
Well,
just can't.
Your integrity shines through.
Thank you. So, but Guys, I have a question for you. I was with some neighbors and a friend, but I don't want you. Don't look at the monitor, okay?
Okay.
Oh, wow. This is hard. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Who performs this song?
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Wrong.
The Jackson.
The Jacksons.
The Jacksons.
Oh.
I was sitting there with someone, and the guy started singing the song. I go, I think this is actually a Jackson song. He goes, no. In his arrogant, lawyerish federal judge way, being a federal judge, I know everything.
Uh-huh.
This is a Michael Jackson song.
Oh.
And guess what I did?
Googled it.
Okay.
Oh, you backed down.
I regret that.
Yeah, as you should.
I thought this was on Off the Wall.
You no. See, I'm taking it on you. No, I don't care if you're a friend of a friend. No.
Whoa. What? That was emphatic.
That was.
Okay, you can look at the monitor now.
All right.
See,
There's a lot of Jacksons there.
I don't know.
Michael Jackson is awesome, by the way. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Are we back with Michael Jackson? Have we forgiven him? Can we?
I think it's a case where you've got to maybe separate the art from the artist,
Okay.
and just appreciate the amazing talent.
Okay.
Which, my gosh, yeah, what an amazing talent.
Okay. So here's my question.
Yeah.
If we're far enough there, can Kamala Harris use this as her campaign song?
I don't think she can.
Yeah.
Let's go to the lyrics first, okay?
Okay.
Good Lord, Michael, get into it.
It's quite an intro.
Oh, George Wendt.
Norm.
Okay, what's with Michael's thing around his wrist?
I don't know. Maybe he has the carpal tunnel.
Because the guy did it. Bruno Jackson did it too.
Oh, he had that on
Oh,
his
did he?
wrist. Did he have this long of an intro?
God bless.
Oh, they just jumped off set.
Yeah.
It took my baby on a Saturday bang. Ooh, a baby and a bang. Okay, it's problematic already.
Yeah. Yeah. But you do have kind of the Indian looking going on there.
I'm thinking of Kamala. Don't matter if she's black or white.
But see, but it was black or Indian.
Oh, there's some Indians.
Yeah, but don't you think that like the morning zoo crew of KCTK radio could come up with a parody song? That
I
could
think
put
they
it all
could.
together.
think-
Yeah.
could, yeah.
Yeah. The Morning Zoo crew.
Don't you think they should do that?
I think they should. Yeah.
Or you know who else could do that? Is the texter. Let's see what he has to say. He's back on.
Oh, good.
Bruno
What?
Mars is actually misleading. He is not from Mars.
What? Noted.
So Bruno Mars, Chris, you may have even been there when he was coming up. He was an up and comer. He was over at the Independence Events Arena,
I did not get to see him there. I wish
Yeah.
I would have.
and my kids did, and I never knew who he was. And I go, "Did you go see Gary Jupiter?" And they just thought that was the funniest thing.
That's
Did
pretty
they?
good.
They did at the time. They were
Okay,
young
they were little
and very,
Yeah.
very.
You know who I did see there before she blew up was Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Yeah.
My girls went and saw them too. Dear show, do you ever dream and in your dreams you write stand up? I did that this week.
Yes. It's actually pretty good stand up for you.
It was a good joke. Yeah.
No, it was good. Yeah.
That's depressed Chris talking.
Yeah, that's
give
sorry.
him some grace.
That's the prednisone. That's not me.
Do you think it's something I could build on?
I do. I put in the text stream. I think you should take that to open mic night.
Agreed. Yeah, so don't share it on the show now.
Yeah. Maybe that'll make me write a little new material and we can go
Maybe
do
you
an
should
open
dream.
mic.
Oof.
Oh, I don't know, man.
So yeah, I did that. Thanks, Texter. Michael Jackson is dead. FYI.
Oh.
Mars is the fourth planet from the sun and about half the size of Earth.
Well, this is all news I can use.
So anyway, Knuckleheads is a lot of fun. We've all been down there together. It was fun.
Yeah.
And let's go back there when they get the Prince guy again. Will you guys go?
I'm in.
yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
unless I'm on prednisone.
Okay. Back to this. They pick. It's the week, right? But we're done with what we did. Now it's just the week.
Yeah.
So Kamala Harris picks
Tim.
Tim balls to the
Tim
walls.
Walz.
Yeah.
And he's funny and he digs at J.D. Vance. And now they're trying to say the Republicans, I think they're desperate.
Yes.
They say that he has bad military, but their nominee is a draft dodger.
Right.
And then they actually came out and said that when he was governor, I guess he's still governor, but when he was governor, he allowed convicted felons to vote in Minnesota.
Interesting.
And again.
and again,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you guys caught Trump's press conference on Thursday.
A little bit. Yeah.
I watch it as I was working, and they. Okay, first of all, he calls a news conference. Okay, he hasn't been campaigning, so the news was, oh God, here he comes. I can't wait to put it. I'm under the camera, by the way. Yeah. And so they give him a whole hour of
Yeah.
his nonsense.
Yeah. Of just lie
Of
after
non-nonsense.
lie.
Comes to find out that it was only journalists that he chose to be down there.
Oh, really? Because I heard they kept saying, well, let's see Kamala get in front of a bunch of journalists and answer
Yeah,
questions.
no one pushed anything back.
No.
And I don't understand, just out of pure self-respect, when the guy says, I forget what the question was exactly, but it was, why aren't you out campaigning, is what he says.
Yeah.
That's a stupid question. I'd be like, hey, fuck you. Get your Secret Service guy. It's going to beat your fat ass if you keep talking to me that way. At some point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have to?
I don't get journalism anymore. I don't.
You would definitely have to, Boogie, because your dad's still alive.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no one's talking to me like that, and my dad's. We would maybe pretend like,
Yeah.
yeah, and we wouldn't have to worry about our wives thinking we were men because that's long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That ship sailed.
but these journalists, they never say anything back.
Back to
know.
him after he shits on him.
Yeah, just start talking. No, that's not a dumb question. It's just a question. You asked me to be here because you had questions and you're not campaigning.
Yeah.
So I think somehow the Harris campaign, I don't know how they can do it. If they could somehow do some covert whispering into the Trump campaign and to the networks and ask if he could do that every day. You should give him another one. Hey, that's not fair. You shouldn't do that.
Just let him hang himself.
Yes, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, it was terrible. Resoundly mocked, but not as much as it should have been.
Right.
And then I hear Jesse Waters on Fox News. That was simply a flawless performance by Trump.
That's a guy I'd have trouble with, too. Sitting there
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that Democrats aren't family
Yeah.
and you can't be a man and vote Democrat.
It turns you into a woman.
And if you vote for a woman, you turn into I don't know why someone doesn't say, was it Sarah Palin or Stefanik or any
Yeah.
of them? What do they think of that?
Yeah.
What about that
What about Huckabee Sanders?
Huckabee Sanders? What do they think of that?
I know.
So they're having these. They're also having an argument about crowd size because Trump has a small one and he
Yes.
can't get over the crowd. He spoke to more people everywhere than anyone else.
Including Martin Luther King.
Yes,
Jr.
and then
Yeah.
he does the Martin Luther King thing.
Oh, my God.
Well, first of all, I think I would love to know, and I'm sure the texters are already on this. Marjorie Taylor Greene is who I'd vote for. Yep, you
Yeah.
become a woman, texter. The texter can look this up, maybe. I don't know. That's not his job.
I don't know. That's what he
Who
does.
has spoken in front of the largest audience ever, live audience?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, who do you think it would be? Or I'd say perform even. Was it Live Aid maybe?
I don't know. Freddie Mercury,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
With Taylor Swift, were any of hers bigger than
How
like
many-
a Live Aid?
how
They're
many-
pretty big, but
How many was Live Aid?
I don't know.
Here.
I'm not the texter.
Let's not ask the texter. I'll look it up.
I was trying to look this up. A friend of mine texted me this week and said, even the white supremacist groups are starting to drop Trump.
Yes.
Nick Fuentes, I don't know who that is.
Yes, I saw that too.
Joe Rogan and punk ass Kyle Rittenhouse all dropped him this week.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Rittenhouse came back.
Who's Nick Fuentes?
He's a like the Ku Klux Klan leader or something.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. So when Live Aid happened, there were 72,000 people at Wembley Stadium and 89,484 at JFK Stadium, and an estimated 1.5 to 1.9 billion people watched the concert live on TV.
I don't count the other
TV.
venue in the other.
So
now the texter is telling me Metallica played to 2 million people in Russia.
Wow.
So that's a lot of people.
I was wondering if this might be a little controversial, but remember when Louis Farrakhan did the
Yes.
Million Man March?
But he
I
did-
don't know if he hit a million.
He didn't hit a million though.
Okay.
Now,
I don't
this
think
says
he was near it either.
in 1994, Rod Stewart at Copacabana Beach.
Look at that on the screen.
Some sources say 3.5 million people attended the free New Year's Eve concert,
we-
while others said it was 4.2.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh, it's all right there.
Okay.
He
Thanks,
doesn't have the
texter.
4.2, though.
Yeah. So Rod Stewart, but I wonder who spoke now. That would be the next question. Who?
That has speaker, not
Speaker.
performer.
Yeah. So I don't think it's Trump. Although Trump has had some big crowds, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's Trump. And dwelling on that shows a narcissist mentality that it's hard to even comprehend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then saying that Kamala Harris isn't drawing crowds. She is drawing crowds. People are excited for her. They like this Tim Walz. They're good. But I'm going to play this little video. It is. Have you guys seen the musical Hamilton?
I have.
This is a small TikTok snippet from Hamilton. People are like trying to relate it to. And I think this is what's going on. And I don't think we should overlook it. Hope we can see it. Here we go.
Okay.
Hold on.
Since when are you a Democratic Republican?
Since being one put me on the up and up again.
No one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me, they don't like you.
Oh. Oh.
They don't need to know me. They don't like you.
Yeah.
That's why let him do his
him hang
press
himself.
conference. Let him just keep doing his stuff.
Yeah.
They don't like you.
It's becoming off-putting to more and more people,
Yes.
it seems. So, yeah, let him put himself out there.
It reminds me when Obama was debating, what was his name? Handsome older fellow. with
Oh, Romney.
Romney. And he started talking, and then Romney's like, "You gonna let me finish?" And Obama's like, "Go ahead, like, go ahead, hang yourself.
That's right.
Keep on going, buddy."
Please.
Yeah.
Let's just hear it again.
Since when are you a Democratic Republican?
Since being one put me on the up and up again.
No one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me, they don't like you.
They don't like you. So I just hate the media.
You should.
And I don't think they talk. Because I'm in my bubble. Because I'm not going to watch Fox News. I'm just not going to do it. It pisses me off too much. So it's either CNN, which I don't really like anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm forced to go to MSNBC, and they're just all. She's talking joy. She's talking positivity. She's talking, and I'm like, yes, people like that. She's not Trump. Do you
Yeah.
not understand? And she's not Biden. She's not Trump, and she's not Biden.
And you hear, I think it was Fox News was saying, yeah, it's they're using joy as a shield.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a little joy. Let's have a little hope. It's much better than this American carnage bullshit
Yes.
that Trump paints all the time.
When we were kids, weren't we told about Chicken Little? Mm-hmm. Weren't we told about the Emperor's New Clothes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aren't these basic things that we should know about?
We should.
The Boy Who Called Wolf?
Yeah. I think history will look back and people will go, how did they put up
Yeah.
with this for 8 years, 10 years, whatever it's been at this point? Like, how were people that stupid? But
I'm all for Harris. I love this Walls guy.
Yeah.
He was a great governor. He's just a regular dad guy, and he gives people crap.
I was
in
telling
a
you
joyous
guys.
way. I love that. I love it. And if they would have picked Shapiro, I'd been like, I love Shapiro.
Yeah.
He's great. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to get it too much into somehow this is our savior, but it is our savior against Trump, and I'm really happy. And I think she's going to do a fucking great job as president.
But you're not, you don't have a cult-like worship.
Right. I mean,
of her.
people who have a cult like, they get into these cults and they worship these people, and they're just humans.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what happened with the Taylor Swift concert?
Yeah.
She's over there spreading joy and happiness everywhere because she's walking perfection. And they tried to have the. I'm just trying to illustrate that I am in the cult of Taylor.
Of Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's another. That just is another. We're doing pretty good. We're stopping these terrorists.
Yeah.
You know why? The good terrorists are going through the southern border and coming up,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the late great Hannibal Lecter.
The walls thing. I was telling you guys before the show, he made me for a minute think I should get back into politics. Not a cult like worship, but like enough hope that as much as I hated being in politics, he made me think, hey, maybe you can get in and do a good job. Maybe you can still be a happy, well-adjusted person and make a difference
Yes.
in politics.
Yes.
That's a huge deal
It really
for
is.
me,
Yeah.
personally, to think
And
that.
he's different from Harris because she's just been a full-time working her butt off. This guy also has a family too. Not that she doesn't have a family. Don't
Yeah.
give me that, but she's
Yeah.
a pretty ambitious person, which you want at the head of the ticket.
Yeah.
But you were exactly in that style of positive, but also give people crap and sit there and scratch your head like, is he giving me crap? When he was chosen, I did a text to you guys. Do you remember what the text was? Which I thought you'd be excited about, Tim Walz. Especially Chris.
I don't remember specifically what the text was.
I felt like that Trump was going for the bearded guys, okay?
Oh,
And
right.
so Harris is going for the bald guys.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
So what do you do now? I mean, J.D. Vance has a beard, and Waltz is kind of balding. You're kind of balding.
Yeah.
And you have a beard. I mean, it's...
If I had eyeliner too, I'd have to go Vance.
Okay.
But since I don't, I'm choosing to go Walls.
Yeah. And you've never made love to a couch,
No,
right?
I fucked it.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, Walz, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He could be vice president for 8 years and then president for 8 years and then still be younger than...
Than Trump is
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
yeah.
My problem is I'm sitting
But-
here going, I'm gonna
What?
do this.
What is happening?
But I don't know if Walls could ever regenerate an ear as quickly as Trump did.
Yeah, that's all fake too, isn't it?
It's suspicious. I'll just say that. It's very
This turkey
odd.
Everybody's been bragging on.
What is that crosstalk?
Let's just do that real quick.
Okay.
Guys, we have the news quiz.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna know it all because that's what we do. We've never got one wrong
Boy, we lied.
until Gabe showed up. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah. I hate to blame Gabe, but what else could it be?
Yeah. And plus, he's not here.
Yes.
It's easy.
Okay, here we go with the news quiz. News quiz, we go through the questions. It spurs conversation, which we've already talked about some stuff. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz held their first joint presidential campaign rally in which state?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That's correct. And that was a thing because Shapiro, who's the governor of Pennsylvania, was also touted as perhaps.
Yeah, so a lot of people were thinking, oh, okay, it's going to be
I did.
Shapiro.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Then my friend, because when you listen to someone on the podcast, you're good friends with them.
Yes.
My friend Al Franken said, no, it's going to be Walz.
Britt, did he have insider info or he
He
just
must
thought?
have. He's a Minnesota guy.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I also heard yesterday from a Trumper that Shapiro had too many stuff in his closet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you think that's true?
No idea.
Speaking of Trumpers and lying, did you guys hear it was announced yesterday that the Trump campaign said that they were hacked?
Yes.
Okay.
On their AOL account.
Is that what it was?
It was some AOL account. Yeah.
AOL?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Okay. And if a foreign entity is hacking a presidential campaign, that's bad. Mm-hmm. But do you believe anything they say? Do you believe
That's the
anything
problem.
They say?
I can't take anything at face value from that campaign. It could all be a distract operation.
Yeah.
Did something happen supposedly because of the hack? Was their announcement of this in response to something?
In response to some news person got copies of stuff, but they don't say what's in there.
Okay.
Then the speculation, accurate, I'm sure, because it's on Twitter X, is that there's something, they found something bad and now they're saying they're being hacked.
Gotcha.
And I don't know.
I wonder if
yeah.
that's going to become their excuse for everything. Though.
Yes. I wish I was an American where I'd be like, I don't care who it is. I don't want a foreign entity coming in my presidential election. But I can't believe any word.
That's the
this
problem.
guy
You
says.
cannot believe a word of it. Yeah.
And did you hear a story about Willie Brown?
Yes. Trump said they were in a helicopter together
Yeah.
and almost died.
And it's completely made up. But now he's saying no, it was with a guy from L.A. that was a city councilman. Did you see that?
I saw that.
I put my views on X. I don't believe him either. I don't believe any of it. I think he made it up in his own little.
Maybe every time Trump gets caught on a lie, that's going to be their new excuse. We got hacked.
Absolutely.
That's it. I got hacked. I did
No,
hear.
even though if you literally see him on stage tell a lie, they're going to be like, no, but we got hacked.
Yes. That's exactly what they'll do. And all the MAGA people will be like, yeah, see, he said it.
I told you.
He didn't have more people at his rally because they didn't let people come in.
The speculation I saw was that this is going to give him an excuse to drop Vance. Somehow the hack was going to do that.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
He can't. I don't know how that turns out good either.
I don't know how you recover from that
Yeah.
because then you got to say I made a mistake, and we all know Trump's really
Right.
good at admitting mistakes.
Maybe he's trying to get Pence back. That was another thing. I mean, that I read someone with a small story, and it was a commentary story complaining that it's not a bigger story. The guy's vice president isn't endorsing him,
Right.
isn't going to vote for him.
Yep.
Has that ever happened in the history of time?
Not that I can recall.
Well, I mean, he did try to get him murdered.
Yeah.
So there's
Well,
that.
no, I don't blame Pence. I'm just saying, since they changed where it wasn't the second place guy became vice president, it's never happened.
Wow.
Okay, all right. So let's move to the next question. We're undefeated. Hamas selected which architect of the October 7th attack on Israel as its new leader?
Boy, I have no
knows?
idea.
Sure.
Ahmed.
Ah,
I just picked one, guys. I'm sorry.
it's Yanni. Is that?
Yanni Sinwar. And who cares? Why are you putting this guy's name in here?
I don't know. All right, we won't count that we missed that one.
I don't like that. Okay, question 3. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, a pioneer in microfinance, has been appointed to oversee an interim government in which country? Oh boy.
Who? Oh boy.
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Indonesia.
Did Indonesia just have
I
an
don't,
uprising?
I feel like it's Indonesia too.
Okay. I mean, might as well get. Oh, what? Boogie?
No, I was using deduct.
Oh,
See, I wouldn't get it right.
Bangladesh.
Man.
Now you knew someone who was from Bangladesh.
I did. You knew her as well.
Was she born in Bangladesh?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
she was born here.
Her
Yeah.
parents were Bangladeshi. Mm-hmm. So was she. Okay.
Sweet, sweet person.
Good person. Good doctor. I understand. What kind of doc does she do?
I thought it was like
Bangladeshian?
yeah, that's it. No, I thought it was general practice, like internist, family practice type
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
A good friend of hers, I went to this week as well, to her as a dentist.
Oh, okay. How'd that go?
Good.
Good.
You need this, Paul. You don't need all this other stuff.
Okay, that's what you
And-
wanted to hear.
And then she goes, and if I'm wrong, you can't really tell that yet until you do this first.
Okay. You were being upsold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc Susan. They were best pals, those two.
Yeah.
They're doctors.
Yeah.
And we're best pals, and we're in a basement right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not doing good, guys.
Oh, boy.
We got 1 out of 3.
Wow. Let's try and redeem
I
ourselves.
feel like the Gabe curse is still at us.
Yeah.
Okay. Which billionaire donated $600 million to 4 historically black medical schools? Oh boy,
I don't know this one.
I don't know this one
I
either.
don't even know two
Sergey
of those billion.
Brin, what's that one? Ortega, Michael Bloomberg, or Bill Gates? I think it's Bloomberg.
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know.
Yay! I got it right. I guessed, and I got it right. Howard University College of Medicine, Meharry Medical College, and Morehouse School of Medicine will each receive $175 million.
Dang.
Charles Drew University of Medicine and Science will get $75 million.
Wow.
Well, I wonder what Charles Drew did.
Fuck you, Charles Drew.
Poor Charles.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2.
Are we? Oh, because we didn't
I'm
count
sorry,
one.
2 for 4. 2 for
Yeah.
4. We're just 2 and 2. This question's big.
Yeah, this is huge.
Which member of the squad lost her
I
re-election
know this
bid
one.
to a primary challenger in Missouri?
Cory Bush.
Cory Bush. Yeah, that's right. Yay.
I never heard that name before.
Oh, you have
St.
part of the
She's
squad?
in St. Louis. Yeah, she was one of the minor members of Fox Force 5. Yeah.
Okay, she became the first woman to represent Missouri in Congress. Bowman of New York was the first member of the squad. Okay. Again, the media stinks. Mm-hmm. They turned this into. I'm not going to remember the guy's name. First name's Wesley. He's the prosecuting attorney for St. Louis County, but he ran against her.
Right.
Young go-getting guy. Mm-hmm. I would. Close friends of mine are close friends of his. I just want you guys to soak that in a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Damn it. But the news will say, well, she was against Biden's actions in Israel. Mm-hmm. No, she was a terrible congressperson. She wasn't in the district. Mm-hmm. She voted against the Build Back Better,
Yeah.
which, if you're looking to build jobs in a district that's really very heavily union, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a bad move, and they're just gonna turn it into, the poor leftists, but that's what happened. She just sucked at her job. I understand that this Jamal Bowman was bad too at his job too, but who knows? So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. So that is the news quiz. We got, boy, we dug it out. We were kind of like, we were the Jaguars. I mean, we just dug it out. We thought we were losing at first, and then
Boy, and then we turned it on.
we turned it on, and then we won a preseason game. Wow. Did you guys watch a preseason game?
I just watched a tiny bit of it.
Yeah, I watched we had it recorded, and I went through it pretty fast.
I don't know enough about football to know to be happy or sad about anything.
Well, I'm sad that Hollywood Brown got hurt on the first play
Yeah.
of the game. That sucked.
Oh, I missed that. Did he?
Yeah.
Great.
They say he might miss part of the regular season coming up here. Very first play. But I was excited about Carson Steele, the running back with the long blonde hair.
Oh.
Looks kind of like Thor.
Cool.
You guys should watch his highlights from last night. He's a beast.
Now, when we come back from a break, you're going to try to explain to us, Boogie, the new kickoff rule.
As best I can.
Okay.
This should be good.
You know, the texter may
gonna be
have something
horrible.
to say about that one.
Oh,
as
sure he
well.
will.
But let's see what he has to say. He helped us with the Rod Stewart thing, so I'm so glad he's here. As far as I can tell, the largest audience spoken was when Buddy Hackett spoke to a large group of people.
To a large group of people.
I think it's probably
good.
true.
Yeah.
I saw Rod Stewart in Croatia. So did
What's
Brian.
weird is that's true. Yeah.
I flew in a helicopter once. Hang Mike Pence.
Mm-hmm.
Hummus as good as a dip.
It is.
Bengal Tigers are from Bangladesh.
Uh-huh.
Also, Drew Carey is from Bangladesh.
I
I
don't
thought he
believe
was from
that.
Cleveland
Yeah, I
Rocks.
thought he was from Cleveland.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, the Bengals. The NFL team located in Cincinnati that goes by the nickname the Bengals were not affiliated with Bangladesh at all.
Boy, that's misleading.
Huh.
So let's take a break and be back with more insightful knowledge like that. Past week, next week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, and introducing the texter. Yay!
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality driven radio.
Hi guys, it's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. This is her secret recipe, and one of the only ones she won't share with you because it's that good. Bronco Blue is a small batch, artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients, with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you, folks, should try a jar today. You won't regret it. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com. Again, it's www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. And tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
That's a whole lot of Hanson on one picture.
Welcome back, everybody, to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul. Starring Boogie, introducing the texter. We're all here, and I'm excited about this. Just had late breaking news as well. We were talking about the Chiefs game, right?
Yes.
And the new rule for the kickoff. Now, I'm guessing the texter will know a little bit about this too, but I didn't really care what he thought. I only cared what Gabe thought. So, Boogie, wait. Let's do this right. Let's do it correctly, everybody. Gabe sports moment. Now, yesterday when I was watching the game, I texted you, Boogie, and said,
"Yeah,
could you ask Gabe to explain this to me?" And I hope you saw in what I wasn't writing.
Was that you weren't asking me at all?
No.
Right. You went straight past me.
Yes.
I was nothing but a conduit to...
yeah.
Yeah. To the real information.
And he's on assignment, evidently.
That's right.
At The Simpsons or something like that.
At The Simpsons.
But he has audio.
He does. He got us some audio, so let's go
to that right now.
All right, here we go. Late breaking. He was at the game yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. What's up, Past Week Next Week? It's your boy G-Y coming to you with the NFL rules of the week. So this week we'll be talking about the NFL kickoff, and the kicker will be kicking from the 40-yard line, and they have a kicking zone in between the 20 and the goal line, to where they have to kick it to the returner or returners, depending on who is back and who's not, and how many people they have back. And then the blockers and the people that are trying to tackle them are lined up on the 35 or on the 35 or the 30 and the 25. Sorry. And once the ball is caught, they can actually go and get the returner. And so that's how the kickoff basically works. And if the ball goes into the end zone, it's still live. They either have to catch it and take a knee, or they'll catch it and the play will be dead because they catch it in the end zone. Then they'll blow it dead only because of safety reasons. And since Miko got the safety last week, it was because the ball hit the end zone, then moved back into the inbounds, and his body was in the end zone. But when he touched his hand to go pick up the ball in the field of play, then that's why it was
That's what I thought.
That's why it was the safety and not a touchback. So, yep, that's my rules of the week.
I love this new segment.
That's great.
It's the rules of the week.
Okay. But that's the rule, all right? Andy and one of the refs say it was ruled wrong on that.
Right.
On that Hartman,
yeah. Yeah, a good man is hard to find, and a hard man is good to find. I don't know why.
So they kick from the 40-yard line. Where did they usually kick from? The 50-yard line?
No.
Oh, it was further back.
It was further
Back?
back. Yeah, was
Yeah.
it the 25 or the 30?
Yeah.
Can they still kick it out?
So there's penalties if they kick it. I want to say if they kick it completely out, it goes all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I think you're right
And
about
that's
that.
If they kick it,
Is that the point
if they
of the rule?
kick it before the 20, like if it bounces, it comes out pretty far too, like the 30.
But that's the point of the rule, right? So you
Is
can't
to
just kick it out and
Right. The point of the rule is try to
Make the ball in
induce a play.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to keep it safer, that's why, as we got from Gabe, you got one group on the 25, one on the 30, and they can't move until the ball is caught. So you don't have guys that have been running for 40 yards at full speed and having collisions and killing people.
And so I think another really key point is this, the way I understood it, and I think Gabe said it the same way, it is the receiving team's responsibility to field the ball. If it's even when it's in the end zone, it's still a live ball.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's where it got hairy yesterday with Hard Man.
So, Hard Man. This will be fun for sports talk people for the whole week to complain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That it's wussifying football and it changes all the time.
I feel like it's doing just the opposite, though, because it is inducing a play.
Yeah.
Whereas for the last
these are the
couple of years,
that
they
will
kick
happen.
it out of the end zone.
every
There's no
time.
play.
Yeah.
Stephen A will be yelling about something, either for or against.
His hairline's going to move further back.
Now the Jaguars.
It does keep moving further back.
It does.
Yeah.
Like the more he yells, the further back he goes.
The Jaguars had a good return. I wonder if
Yeah.
we'll see more good returns.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an adjustment for all these teams to figure out the best strategy and approach on that. It should be fun.
Sincerely hope, and it usually does happen, that Trent Green has listened to us, so he understands it. So in the next preseason game, he can explain.
Yeah, call in, Trent, if you're there.
You know what? Take a knee, Trent. Put Gabe in there and just and let him explain.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Another guy who knows a lot about football, who will help with this topic, is the Texter. Let's see
Sure.
what he has to add to it. The first American football game was played in 1869. The term end zone came from the backside of a fat guy. So these are the things that really help us.
Really. And we missed one of his. I don't know that it's related to football, but
I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
You want to read it, Chris?
Sure. Bronco blue cheese dressing has a secret recipe, but it's no secret that I love the ability to choose the size of dressing I want. Freedom.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Man, that guy loves blue cheese.
He does. I think more than even blue cheese, he just loves the ability to choose the size of blue cheese.
He
that
doesn't even
gets.
eat it. He just
He chooses. Yes.
Okay, guys, we haven't done this in a while. We're going to play a quick thing of This Is the Topic.
Oh, I got to grab the bag, huh?
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Oh, man. God.
What?
That was awesome. That just brought back
Chris and Paul
memories.
present This Is the Topic. It's the adventures of two lifelong friends as they explore a new topic each episode.
The adventures.
Join the guides for music and fun. And if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster. Now,
Thanks,
here's Chris and Paul with This Is the Topic.
Thanks, Foster. Episode number whatever.
Oh, Foster. So,
Would you call it past week, next week a spinoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a
Is it?
spinoff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of like we're Maude. You know? You know what I mean.
Of course. How could you say it more clearly than we're Mod?
Okay, so, folks, this is a topic. This is where I reach into this bag. There's all kinds of topics. I don't know what I'm going to pick out, but I'm going to pick out something, and then we all have to answer. Okay.
Oh, boy.
This week's topic: fishing.
Oh.
So, when was the last time you went fishing? Boogie, looks like you're thinking.
Man,
Start with Boogie.
it's been a while, and I used to love fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I went fishing, I remember Jack was probably about 10.
Oh, so it has been a hot minute.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's been.
He's like 38 now?
Nah, not quite that
Okay.
old. He's 19.
37.
I think he's 19. Yeah, so I'd say probably a good 9 or so years ago.
Wow.
I specifically remember it because the next day he calls me in his room. He's like, Pop, come here. Something's wrong with my stuff. And I go, what? He's like, something's wrong with my stuff. And I walk in the room and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, my stuff is itching really bad and it's like huge. And I go, oh, you probably just got a mosquito bite. He's like, no, it's not that. It's bad. And I'm like, pull your pants down. I go, oh my God.
What happened?
So I take him to the doctor. And that's when he still had his old school doctor. And he just goes, he looks at it and he goes, oh boy, it ain't nothing but chigger dick. And
What'd you call me?
There's an actual name for it, but it's literally when we were out there fishing, chiggers got up in his underwear. And
Oh God, poor kid.
with a number on his stuff.
Oh.
Can I tell you guys something?
You got the chigger dick?
When I was a little kid, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not fun, is
And
it?
my mom had taken me to the doctor, and it was quite embarrassing.
Did the doctor call it chigger dick?
No, that would have been cool.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was like, I have to do it. Sorry, folks. It's sore. It's swollen. It smells like fish. You know, like your college days.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, everybody.
That's okay.
So, did you fish growing up?
Yeah, a lot. Like my dad, my brothers, oh my God, my uncles were avid fishers. And so, yeah. And I feel really bad, honestly, that I haven't been more active with my
Do you find it
boys
relaxing?
fishing.
Do you like the fishing where you sit there and drink the beer and wait, or some of those guys do the fly fishing and they're very active in it?
I mean the physical action and all that. I'm not into that, but I am into I'm not there to relax. I am there to fish.
Oh.
But I'm not doing the fly fishing and doing all this shit and pulling it in. I'm like, I like the patient game of fishing.
Okay.
Throw it out there, and depending on what you're fishing for, if you're doing a bobber and you stand on top, or you heavy weight it and going down to the bottom, and just the patience.
Did you eat them?
Oh yeah, snacking is still part of it.
No, I don't mean. I mean, did you eat the fish? Did you?
Oh yes.
When you some people fish for sport and they throw it back.
I was about to say I never liked fishing. Even as a young kid, I don't know. I didn't care for the idea of fishing for sport.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, we'll get to me, but I've never caught a fish. That's how. I think one time in my life. When you hook a fish, okay, you pull it out, you're waving it around. Hey, look at this! I got a fish. Then you unhook it and you throw it back in. Does that fish die? It'd be like holding me underwater and sticking me with a knife for 3 minutes.
I think unless they swallow the hook and their guts are all tore up, I don't think.
But what about when they're waving them around forever? Yeah, and then you throw it out. Aren't they suffocating to death?
Well, I'm sure while they're above water, but you can go underwater for a little bit and you don't die.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
that is true about me. A lot of people don't know.
That was a good analogy, though. He goes, if someone were to grab us, put us underwater, stab us either in the mouth or in the gut or whatever, keep us under there, wave us under, and then throw you back on shore, would you die?
But also taunt us underneath.
Yeah.
I have a brain and this animal doesn't. I mean, big deal. You caught a fish.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, and again, that's why I never appreciated fishing for sport.
Chris.
Yeah.
You were an avid camper with your family growing up.
Yeah.
You talked a lot about. You told me the story when I was in Italy about your uncle, and you would go with him, and he would say funny things. What was his name? Uncle.
My uncle that would say funny things.
He moved to Florida.
Oh, Uncle June.
Uncle June,
Yeah.
That's right.
He was not a fisherman.
Oh, but he's a camper.
He was
right?
a camper.
Okay.
But my Uncle Howard was a fisherman.
Okay.
His son Greg still he fishes in tournaments competitively.
Is Greg around here? Does he live around here?
Green Valley, I think.
Okay, he does live in town though.
Yeah. Yeah. I fished when I was little, and when my kids were little, and we'd go to church camp at Camp Donovan. They had a couple of lakes, and we'd fish there. But I probably haven't fished gosh, I don't know. It's probably been 15 years, I bet.
Did you ever take your daughters fishing?
Uh-huh.
Did they enjoy it?
Yeah. Yeah, they both did. And they weren't afraid of the fish. You know, they wanted to touch the fish and get it off the hook and all that stuff. So
I couldn't, when I went with my grandfather, I couldn't put the worm on the hook right.
Mhm.
I'd poke myself. And then I never caught anything. I think I was just too impatient as a person and also as a kid, you know?
yeah, that would check out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we used to talk about how, like, you had trouble just relaxing.
Yes.
And so being
Why do you say it's past tense?
Yes. But I could see where just being quiet
Yeah.
and waiting would.
That's why one
would
time
be
when
rough.
I did go deer hunting, and that sucked.
Ooh.
Because you have to be really quiet and also in the cold. It's like, but I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I think I would have probably liked it more. I don't think my grandfather drank, but if he would have told me you can grow up and drink while you're fishing, I talked to
Yeah.
people who they have a hell of a time.
Then you would have been in.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
out there in the sun in a boat and just drink, and that's the point of it, right?
Yeah. I wish I fished more, I think, because I think it's just a calming, relaxing thing. But yeah, I don't know. I just
Now, when you camped, did you fish and then cook them up?
Yeah, we would. Well, when we go to Colorado, we would catch a mess of trout, and
That's a technical term, right? Yeah.
yeah,
That's
totally.
Mess of.
A mess,
Mess
an
of,
entire mess of trout, and then we'd clean them. And well, I say we would. I cleaned maybe one or two, and I felt bad killing the fish, but I liked eating them. We'd dip them in cornmeal and fry them.
Did you clean them right there on the creek bank
Yeah, sure did. Throw their guts right back out in the water.
and use their guts for chum?
Yeah.
You guys know what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of fish did you?
Catfish?
Catfish? 'Cause catfish are delicious.
Yeah, I mostly did catfish, crappie, and bluegill.
Yeah, around here it was
And bass.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Colorado, it was always trout because that was what was in the stream. And I loved the taste of the trout, but man, you got to be careful of those teeny tiny bones in
Yes,
there.
that's why I
so
don't like-
many
that's
little
why I don't
bones.
like it.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo have the
little
little tiny bones. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, they'll stick in your throat.
Are we talking about
fish
the
called-
crotch again, or the? You said little tiny bone. I was thinking
No, crappie, not
Oh,
crotchy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I tell
Joni
you
loves
who
crotch.
probably is he's an avid sportsman, so probably has a lot to add. The texter. Jesus recruited fishermen. They taught Jesus to fish, and he became so good at it he was a Bassmaster champion in the year 31. Which is weird because
Yeah.
he always was walking above the water. He never tried to get underneath.
That's true. Yeah.
Now, Mac Daddy Fishing Lures created a lure crafted of precious gold and platinum, glitter and rubies and diamonds. The person who bought it had it insured before taking it out on the water, but they didn't end up losing it. They didn't end up. The lure, which cost a literal $1 million, didn't attract any bites.
Well, that's a fun story.
Good transition to the next story I was going to tell. Did you know the ocean is very deep?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Because Chris and I have a good friend, Pepe, who is a fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
And do you follow him on the Instagram?
I do. Yeah.
He's got some fish, doesn't he?
Yeah, he catches some gigantic, odd-looking fish.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So he's in Sicily, and he goes out, and he showed me his. He got a new truck that was only for fishing, that his wife would not drive in. I go, that's smart, because. But
is it because of the smell? Is that why she didn't want to?
Yeah. And then so they go out. He had a regular job, and then he would go out on the weekends, have a time of his life, getting these sometimes big, sometimes just different in the Mediterranean Sea. Bring him in, and then just sell him on the shore with the other fish guys.
Wow. Yeah, it's like a side hustle.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty cool.
He just loves it. It's like his thing.
That's pretty cool.
And I tried to talk to him. There's a language barrier. I don't speak
English. Oh,
I tried to ask him like was it like golfing that people some people golf, some people play radio, some people have their thing.
right. That was like his
And
thing.
he's like, no, this is
He's serious about it.
He's a serious.
It's like a passion.
So I told you guys Nadia just went to Alaska. She went up there because her boyfriend was up there on a fishing excursion with his brother, and this was like the season.
Oh, yeah.
And so she went up there to meet some of the other family members, and they're going to fly back to Arizona together. But anyway, he's been up there for a month and a half, 2 months, and he's been sending me pictures back there up there. Is it salmon or tuna fishing? But anyway, I mean, just these huge fish. And he showed me this one day, like the load they got. He's like, this is close to 20K.
Whoa.
It's like massive.
So
What
that's
kind of
like a
fish?
job for the family, or
Yeah, this is what his brother does full time.
Okay.
So he goes up there and helps out during the season.
What kind of fish?
I can't remember if it's salmon or tuna.
I bet it's salmon.
I'm thinking
salmon's huge up in
I'm
Alaska.
thinking it is salmon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, can you figure out how to get something?
Yeah.
Yes.
God. Yeah,
Chris
but
is-
I mean, they were just these massive salmon, dude.
If you can get over to the Lakewood Local, Chris's wife will eat some of that salmon.
Oh, she loves the salmon.
Does she?
KC Taco down in the River Market. The guy that owns it has a friend that's a salmon fisherman in Alaska. And sometimes when you come in, his friend will have sent him a fresh load of salmon, and they do salmon tacos. And boy, they're good. So good.
The texter reminds us that tuna is the most popular fish.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, a tuna salad sandwich is pretty damn good.
Made with schooner tuna.
Yes. Do you guys like the tuna noodles?
I used to love tuna noodle casserole. I haven't had it forever.
My mom used to make that, and that was one of her favorite things.
I don't know what that is. Tuna noodle casserole?
It's like
oh, no. Yeah, my mom
Tuna.
did used to make that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's... Man,
Way
you guys
back.
are bringing back some
I want some of
memories.
that. I'm gonna request that for cooks. And just to kind of wrap it up with my experience, I went to the lobster truck this week. Forgot to bring that up.
Did you really? What is it? Brothers?
It's called Cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah, brothers, cousins.
And I got myself a Massachusetts with mayonnaise. It was the cold one.
Yeah.
Daughter Madeline got lobster tater tots and bisque.
The bisque sounds good.
So it was in Independence, and the line was long, but not near as long as every place else. So we waited probably half an hour.
Okay, that's not too bad.
After you ordered, how long did it take?
Took another 15 minutes.
That's not bad.
Okay. So it wasn't knowing. I don't know if I would have stayed if I went and saw the really long line the first time I tried to go to the Cousins. So here's the thing, folks. It's lobster. It's plentiful on your sandwich. It's delicious. Okay. It's lobster. It's expensive.
Okay.
I don't know if I would go back and wait for the amount of price it is.
So how much was your Massachusetts?
I got the Casey special with tots and a drink too. So that was a total of $30.
Oh wow!
Just
Okay.
that just your meal.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's significant.
I just, man, I don't care how good the quality is. Something about seafood being slung out the back of a truck bothers me. And I also cannot get with seafood on a sandwich.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do a McDonald's fish fillet, sure.
Yeah.
But like real
that's not real.
Yeah. But real seafood on a sandwich to
Would
me.
you do tuna fish like
tuna fish, yeah.
Tuna salad?
Yeah, sandwich. Yeah. That's different.
Okay.
But man, I don't know. Something about it. So you add that in plus the weight, plus the price, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's just me.
I'm with, yeah, no, I'm with, I don't think I'd spend $30.
I'm glad that I got it. It was a
Yeah.
fun experience, but and if there were a restaurant and it was a little bit cheap, I'd go there periodically because it was good enough. But the text reminds us that sushi is raw fish. You guys like sushi?
I love sushi.
I do.
I
yeah.
love sushi. I have a problem with sushi though. I don't know how to order sushi. Well, now you guys know I went to China. I mean, come on, stop it.
Yeah.
For 3 years
Stop it.
Nobody
was doing anything.
I was building relationships with our future China's overlords as an elected official.
Overlords.
And the technique I learned, and this has helped me as a fat man through my whole life, just eat it. Don't.
Mhm.
So that's how I am with sushi. Someone order it and I'll eat it. I don't have
Yeah.
to worry about what it is.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, do you guys get into what it is? Is it raw? Is it?
I mean,
So-
I like the raw stuff.
Yeah.
I like salmon. I like tuna. I like just about anything with eel sauce on it. I love the eel sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a sweet sauce.
I just go with the standard 3 or 4. And it's like the California, the
Mhm.
spicy tuna,
Mhm.
the salmon.
But is there stuff you won't eat?
I won't screw with the puffer fish because
Okay.
they say it's
that it could kill you if they
yeah,
do it
and
wrong.
I mean I know the guys probably know what they're doing, but I just won't do it.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
And then
I probably had it and have no idea that I did.
yeah, maybe yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's some that I should probably try, and I'm sure they'll be just fine. I just stick with the basics, which I love.
Let's just wrap up this segment by telling you the texter says lobster is not as costly when you're near an ocean. Think about it. They need to transport the lobster across the land.
That's the kind of insightful commentary that we pay the texter for.
So this is the topic.
That's just good business.
Guys, I gotta tell you, when you pulled fishing, I thought, oh boy.
Yeah.
But you guys made it interesting.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
a fun conversation.
Yeah.
For everyone.
It was fun.
Even you listening.
I have never taken my daughters fishing
Mhm.
or flew a kite with them.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
Look at you
Okay.
guys like, of
Yeah.
course I did. I'm a father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I never took them camping either.
Yeah.
Never did camping though.
Did that when they were little.
Because you win.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I know.
Mhm.
I know. I guess I'm the best dad. Thanks for listening to this presentation of This
Oh, I didn't
Is
want
the
that one.
Topic.
This is the Topic has been a KCTK production, produced by Chris Whiting and Paul Lavoda. All rights reserved. For more information and content, email us at kctkradio@gmail.com. I'm your announcer, Michael Foster.
Thanks, Foster. You know, that was the first podcast that we started doing on KCTK
Right.
together.
Yeah.
Notice how I don't even bother to put you as a producer.
Yeah. I've lost my title.
Because you produce just as much on that one, too.
Yes. Speaking of, I noticed on the Receiver thing on Netflix, the Receiver show, Patrick Mahomes is a producer on that. I wonder what.
Interesting.
And I thought to myself last night, I bet he does as much work on that as I do
Yeah.
on this show.
I feel sorry for him because he's got to figure out a way to make ends meet. He only played 3 downs last night.
Yeah.
You know, and then he had to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll be okay.
Guys, let's get ready for the next week. We do that
Yeah.
with the headlines and predictions. Because Chris doesn't produce. The only thing he produces is fucking laughter.
Oh, boy, I do. Yeah.
And this is where we take headlines. We add predictions. And we also add laughs. Now, I didn't do the latter, the laughs.
Yeah.
But I do have things at the end to add to this.
Oh, you do?
I've added my own 2 cents that no one will laugh at, but
Oh,
like I usually do.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, thank you.
Watch this.
Yeah. Ah, boy.
Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Paul. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President
Watch
Kamala
this.
Harris
Watch
are set to debate on ABC on September 10th. Trump said that he was looking forward to debating Harris and that he had agreed to upcoming dates with Fox News, ABC, and NBC. Harris confirmed her participation in the September 10th showdown and said she would be happy to discuss further debates after they meet on stage next month. Trump previously said he would not debate Harris if she did not agree to attend a proposed Fox News debate, but in a surprise to no one, his word means absolutely nothing. Paul?
Awesome. That was great.
It's just not.
Thanks, Chris. Mediators in the U.S., Qatar, and Egypt said they may present what they call a final bridging proposal next week, urging Israel and Hamas to agree on ceasefire and hostage in Gaza. The 3 countries have been leading efforts to strike a deal, but conversations stalled after the death of Hamas political leader in a blast in Iran last week. There are currently 115 total hostages living and dead being held in Gaza, according to Israeli officials. Several American college kids came up with the perfect way to reach the ceasefire. Yell at Kamala Harris. That's what these kids think.
Yeah.
It's Kamala. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I spelled it wrong on my paper. Back to you, Chris.
Oh, thanks, Paul. The Supreme Court's 2022 decision to overturn Roe v. Wade remains unpopular with a wide majority of Americans, according to a new Marquette Law School poll. 2/3 of Americans oppose the High Court's abortion decision, data shows, as reproductive rights remain a key issue for leading up to the November election. In the Supreme Court's bombshell decision, 5 conservative justices voted to overturn Roe, the precedent that established a constitutional right to the procedure. Proponents of the overturn include Catholics, evangelicals, and the coat hanger industry.
Oh,
Paul?
man.
Ooh, thanks, Chris.
Terrible.
Speaking of terrible, mortgage rates have plunged to the lowest level in more than a year on expectations that the Federal Reserve may cut interest rates next month. This is welcome news to prospective homebuyers in America's notoriously unaffordable housing market. The standard 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 6.47% this week, down substantially from last week's average of 6.73%. This marks the lowest level since May 2023, but home prices are still a major obstacle for many Americans. So see UCC first when buying a home.
That's good.
That's really
Chris?
good.
Thanks, Paul.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
A New York restaurant called Sip and Guzzle is offering a $150 burger named the Royale with Cheese, inspired by the movie Pulp Fiction. The Royale with Cheese features the highest graded beef in the world and is topped with aged white cheddar. It's seasoned with minced onions, a special wasabi-based barbecue sauce, smoked soy sauce, brown sugar, tomato, and rice vinegar, and it's all served in a golden bento-like box. If you're wondering which specific box, it's the one that says bad motherfucker. Paul?
That's pretty good. Hey, wasn't that your nickname in college?
Wait,
White-
which one? Bento?
White cheddar? I don't know.
Don't just make up punchlines that are funnier than what we're prepared for, okay?
Yeah, I actually put time into that one.
And finally, the Olympics aren't the only tremendously exciting attraction in Paris these days. France's first cheese museum opened in June in the City of Lights. The Musée du Fromage is billed as an educational and interactive space for discovering France's cheesemaking heritage and regions. Founder Pierre Brisson created it to help keep the art of cheesemaking alive in France, which boasts 56 regional variants made from cow, sheep, and goat, and the very popular Fromunda.
Oh, man, I just got that. Oh.
Oh.
You guys know the joke. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. Well, let's see what the texture is. We were talking about sushi before, and he added, rice is the most eaten food in terms of amount of people who eat and the number of pieces eaten.
Has anybody ever counted the number of pieces of rice eaten?
He did.
Man, that texture.
Yeah.
He's a counter.
Okay, I think it's
He's also on a bed.
Weird.
some weird hotel room. Now, I think I watched this show called Food That Changed America. It's on, and the history of food I find fascinating.
Well, of course you do.
The history, even more than, no, but I think it's, in the history of music too. Even more than listening to music or eating or learning how to make either one of those. Isn't that weird?
But it's the history of it that you find
Like, I find
fascinating.
it really one of my favorite things to eat. Oh my God, look at that.
I think Texter might be at a lake.
Yeah.
He's near a big body of water.
Let me just finish my thought, okay?
Okay, sorry.
One of the best things I've ever eaten in my life are red beans and rice.
Okay.
They're delicious, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you got a history behind that?
Yeah. There were super poor people who all they had was beans and rice.
Yeah.
In the Louisiana area and made it on Monday because they were like leftovers.
Wasn't that like a very similar story to gumbo and jambalaya?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were all super
Scraps.
poor scraps.
Yeah.
The barbecue is all about that.
Yeah, barbecue. I'm doing okay. I don't need to eat the scraps, but I love it.
Yeah.
Fried beans and rice.
So here's something I just read about lobster recently.
Okay.
Now it's considered, a bit of a delicacy, and you spend $30 for a lobster sandwich.
I sure did.
Back in the day, it was what they fed poor people. And like
Yeah.
one of the first unionizing movements was these railroad workers who band together and said, you can only feed us lobster 3 days a week. You got to feed us other stuff instead of lobster. And they were the cockroaches of the sea.
Because they're literally bottom feeders.
Yeah, they're little giant bugs from the
poor
bottom.
people didn't know how good they had it back then.
I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean ribs. That was like
the
scraps they'd throw to the poor people, and then they figured out how to make them so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is happening today that like is considered quote unquote a poor people thing? That in 60, 70 years will be like a delicacy, or it's a
wow, yeah.
They like bologna.
Yeah, maybe mac and cheese probably started that way. Now you could.
Now it's all fancy
You
side.
can make it fancy.
Yeah.
Lifetime.
Man. Yeah, that's a good question.
Sandwiches, maybe like grinders or what do the Italians call it?
Don't they call it a grinder?
There's heroes, grinders, and submarine sandwiches.
As long as you don't cut it square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that will be it.
Psychopath. Square cut sandwiches.
Square
Yep.
cut sandwiches would be the thing of the future.
Right now, they're garbage.
Yeah.
And only garbage people make them.
Yes.
Okay. But in the future, they're going to be like lobster, and I'll be waiting in line, paying $30
For a square cut bologna sandwich.
Yeah, square cut margarine and peanut butter sandwich.
Now, when's the last time you guys ate bologna?
Oh man, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
You'd like to eat a bologna sandwich, wouldn't you?
If I could go back to my childhood bologna, yeah, I would. I did love a bologna and mayonnaise sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On white
So
bread.
The thing is, there's so many options now. But anyway. So anyway, what do you got going on next week, Chris? Tell us.
Oh yeah,
Tell us.
good. That's
fucking now.
That's really a great question. Gonna go back to work, which is exciting, and then next weekend we're going out with our friends Paige and James, and we're gonna go to Bamboo Penny's restaurant. So
You're going where?
we're going to Bamboo Penny's
No
next weekend.
way.
Have you ever heard of that, Boogie?
Yeah.
No.
Bamboo
Have you ever
Bays?
pronounced it correctly? or
Yeah,
said
right.
the right-
Yeah, I should have said, oh no, I never heard of that.
So I'm going to be excited next week to report on Bamboo Penny's, and I guess Boogie, any recommendations on what to order there?
God, I can't remember the name of the dish Whitney goes to, but I always get some variation of their curry.
Okay, I love curry.
They have red, yellow. I want to say there's one more color of curry.
There is a green curry.
I think maybe it is green.
Okay.
I always go for the yellow curry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, it's so good. Oh, let me tell you the main thing you get.
Okay.
Their bread. It's a little expensive, man. It's like $2 a. It's like a flatbread. It's called Riki, I want to say.
Okay.
It's so freaking good.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'll try it.
So yeah, get the bread.
Are you still on the fat medication? Make you hungry?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a problem. Yeah. And
you
I will
almost done
be.
with it?
I'll be done next Saturday or Sunday.
And that's when you're going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Load up on that.
I will.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
enjoy
going to
it.
go all in.
Yeah.
And you probably already know this, but just in case, like Thai heat is different than
Yes.
every other heat.
Yeah.
So if
I
you
go mild with
is
Thai
that?
I was
heat.
going to say, if you go with a medium, it's
What
going to
does
be
that mean?
hot.
Yeah.
Their hot levels are elevated above,
Oh, boy,
let's say,
they
like a
are.
Mexican level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love the heat. So that's, I guess, the big thing. I'm going to Bamboo Penny's.
Try the curry.
Okay, I'm going to try the curry,
it out.
and I'll buy the expensive bread.
Yeah, I think it's like $2 a. It looks like a flatbread. It looks like a naan or
Okay.
almost like a tortilla, but it's so much better.
Okay, I'm in.
I like it though.
Boogie, what do you got going on?
I got nothing. School starts for the kids already. It completely caught me off guard. I didn't realize till like this past Thursday that school starts on Tuesday. I'm like, holy crap!
my.
So it came around so fast. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got.
I have to ask you something important off the air.
Okay.
Remind me.
All right.
I keep trying to remember. I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, this will be good.
Yeah. For me, I got nothing either. I may go down to the state fair on next Saturday. Neighbor says he may want to go. I may go with
Really?
him. See the
You going to get a giant corn dog?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the reason to go there, and then maybe see the fair queen.
Yes.
So that would be awesome.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Now, we all don't live amazing, all of a sudden, wow, we're at a lake location like the texter. But I think he's maybe even gone because he's had it with us. But he looked like he was at a lake.
Looked like he was at a
Yeah.
lake somewhere. Yeah, it looked great. Very tropical.
Lake texture. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Looks like he's chewing food.
Okay. He's even eating. And I did neglect something that is...
Oh, gummy bears.
Gummy bears. Oh, they're probably...
Oh, boy, I love these little gummy bears.
I did neglect something that you can put on your calendar. We'll remind you of next season, but one of you guys can report it. What'd you see going on in the KCTK common areas in the back?
Huh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, announce
Tell
it.
him, Boogie.
The pool is in process of being repaired.
Yes.
We are so excited.
Yeah. I mean, we're thinking 2025.
Yes.
Big
Can't wait.
Spring.
listener appreciation.
Yes.
Party.
Oh, yeah.
Can we figure out a way to actually broadcast poolside?
Yes, we've done that one
We
time.
did it
We've
once
done
a
that
Did you
long
really?
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can do that again. And I think it will be the biggest party anyone's ever been at.
I like how you automatically
immediately
go-
went to Trump hand.
Did the accordion.
Nobody will ever. There'll be more people there than ever before.
Yeah.
But right now, if you download the KCTK radio app, and you show the app next season, we're all setting this up, but you have free pool privileges for the whole season.
What?
Oh, wow.
You just have to
So
show
the
it.
app costs nothing, and then you get free pool privileges for the price of nothing.
Yeah.
It's
And a lot of
amazing.
times we're still negotiating with some of the talent, but we're thinking on a Sunday around what time is it? Around noontime next summer, some of the talent from KCTK Radio will be at the poolside after.
Whoa.
And
Shirtless?
Some, if your choice. Some have the. It won't be the texter because he had the cancer, so he can't. He's gonna keep
Oh,
it
that's
down.
right.
But you can interact with them, and maybe
Is that a nipple?
I believe it is.
maybe you could even buy them a drink.
Oh, my God.
That's a great idea.
Ooh.
You're getting in the pool free. Why can't you buy the talent a drink?
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
interact
makes
with them.
sense.
How did you come up with that hilarious joke? And, things like that.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll hear "What's up, sucka?" Maybe you'll hear "Would you call me?"
Maybe.
Buy me a Zima. Maybe I'll tell you.
Yeah. So that's the show, everybody. Hey, man, seriously. Okay. I just kind of went on a little rant there, but wouldn't it be wonderful if, like, you walk out to the new KCTK Radio Gilly Memorial Pool. She's still with us, but and you see, hey, there's Murphy Murph. Hey, what's going on? Hey,
Oh, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
crazy?
oh my God, who? Is anyone else?
Wouldn't it be cool if Murph showed up?
Hey, there's Boogie's ex-wife, Whitney. By that time, I'm just thinking
By
about that
then,
time.
yeah.
By that time.
2025.
She's still going to
Yeah.
be cutting square sandwiches. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah. So, oh man, that's like a dream come true. Hey guys, we have in the song, and it's a version. We've played the song before, but it's a version that I'd never seen before. I think I played the real video, but this guy performing shows why he's the master and the king of all pop.
There is none higher.
There is none higher. And Chris, go ahead and stop the show.
Sure. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul. Since you love the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060. Also, join the Past Week Next Week Facebook page. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris and Boogie and the Texter, and here is the man, the legend, Frankie Smith with Double Dutch Bus. It's one of our favorite songs, one of our favorite performers, and thank you, Boogie, for bringing this up this week.
Yeah,
man. Such good memories.
Ever since Chris performed this song for me, I don't know how many years ago. Every time I hear it, I just think of Chris.
Well, and here's what's funny. The first time I heard this song was the first time I spent the night at Paul's house. And he played it, and he did a double Dutch dance for me.
Wow.
And that's when I knew, oh, this friendship is going places.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened, Jack. But I've never seen this guy before.
Yeah.
I didn't know how cool I didn't know he was a cowboy.
Yeah. Does he look like Lamont to you guys at all?
He does.
Doesn't he? Yeah. I love the boots and the hat, man.
Is this American Bandstand?
Yeah.
I saw the AB in the background.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah.
Now, does he really need to have his gun on him?
In America, he has a right to.
Yes, he does. How dare you infringe upon his Second Amendment, Paul?
Even while performing on stage.
He's got several belts on, it looks like. And a bolo
Look at
tie
that
with
bolo.
no shirt. Yeah, that's a bold move. Funky Walker. When you guys were kids and American Bandstand or Soul Train would come on, did you ever get a little down? Like,
was over.
Cartoons are over. I've been sitting here too
yeah.
long. Like, maybe I should get outside and do something. But I'd sit there and watch it.
Chris, it was this part that you performed that just really impressed the shit out of me.
Really?
And very similar, I was like, it's a cool motherfucker right here.
Tell you what, you got a low bar for
you
cool
guys-
motherfucker.
Are you guys supposed to be training people and stuff?
We were supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that dance, man.
Was that when we shared the office?
Yes.
Yeah. Those were good times
We'll
for
save
both
that for
of us.
another show and a different song.
Why isn't this guy ever on at
Is it?
Knuckleheads?
Is it? I love Frankie Smith.
Look at him. He's so cool.
See,
Yes.
why didn't Kendrick Lamar redo this?
Yes.
Along with Elvira.
Yeah, do a mashup with Elvira. God.
I didn't know I liked country music, but he's a cowboy.
See? This guy was a first black cowboy.
Uh-huh.
Screw you, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, man. She totally ripped him off.
She did.
She did.
She did.
It looked like an outfit she would wear.
Oh, hey.
No. How come the video stopped?
I don't know.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
What? You need a moment?
He's got his gun. Dumbass.
Man, look at that wireless mic.
I feel like when Dick Clark comes out, he's like, I gotta go. I gotta get to my porn shoot.
Is he?
He is a very porno-looking cowboy.
Is he a member of law enforcement? He has a badge.
He does. He must be deputized.
Takes a lot of balls to do that.
Man, it does.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.